Good evening. We will start in a minute or so. Let us wait for more people to join us. Good evening. So, we have seen a lot of theory in the last two lectures. Good evening. So, we will solve more and more questions now. So, I think we were at question number 14th in the last lecture when we faced the issue with the interface. It was not a network issue, it was the issue with the interface. After refreshing, I could log in and the video also has been uploaded. I think Shritaka, you would have seen the video by now, yesterday's session. What I will do is I will give you guys 1 minute or a little more to comprehend, to understand what is being said. And then I'll solve and explain the problem. If there are multiple ways, to solve a particular question, I'll show you multiple ways as well. So we will pick up from where we left. I'll start with again question number 14th. I have numbered all these questions sequence 14, 15, 16, so on, so on, so on. So once we are done with today's session, the next session will be continuation. So let me start this. This is what we were discussing in the last session. I want you guys to use the feature of speaking effectively. You can raise your hand. I will allow you to ask question. You can speak up. अगर आपको टाइप करते नहीं बन रहा और you cannot put the question in words, your doubt in words, I would like you guys to speak up. Aman and Bimal are two friends, each having at least a rupee. They have some money each. If Aman gives Bimal a sum of rupees 20, now Aman has 40% of amount with Bimal. If Bimal gives Aman a sum of rupees 40, Bimal will have an amount of rupees, or Bimal will have 40% of amount with Aman. When you use if, you are giving me new information, a separate information. What is the total amount in rupees with Aman and Bimal initially? So here we are saying the first person has rupees A with him, second person has rupees B. That is at the start. If Aman gives Bimal a sum of 20 rupees, so 20 rupees are taken from Aman and given to Bimal. So we are adding 20 on this side. So now Aman has 40%. 40% is 4 by 10 of Bimal. When you say if, it's a new condition. You're introducing a new data, new information. If Bimal was supposed to give, Bimal gives Aman rupees 40. So 40 will be added. The person is getting the money. Bimal is giving the money. 40 will be taken away. Apna pocket se he is giving. Now Bimal has 40% of the sum with Aman. Two variables, two equations, pakka solve hoga, put in efforts and solve. If I want to solve through equations, let me do that. I'll cancel this 2 by 5, 2 by 5, 2 by 5, 2 by 5, cancel. Cross multiplying this, I will have 5a minus 100 is equal to 2b plus 40. When I rearrange this, I will have 2a minus 40 is equal to 5b minus 200. Now I can solve any one variable. I'll be more than happy. See, how do you cancel equations? I will take this 2, I will multiply it here. I will take this 5, I will multiply it here. Whatever variable you want to cancel, usko cross multiply kar do. So 5 I'm multiplying above, 5 I'm multiplying below, 2 I'm multiplying below. This becomes 25a minus 500 is equal to 2b plus this will become 10b. This will become 10b plus 200. This will become 4a minus 80 is equal to 10b minus 400. Now when I subtract, what I will have is, this is 21a. These two will add up. It will become minus 500 plus 80 minus 420. B and B will be cancelled, gone. It will become positive. That is 600. So 21a is equal to 1020. So you guys tell me what is a. Just verify these calculations. Just verify these calculations. 21a is equal to 1020. So from this you get the value of a, and from that you get the value of b. Rajesh, good evening. So decimal आ रहा है, yes. Decimal आ रहा है, just verify these calculations. Cross multiplied. I could have cancelled digits earlier. That would have been better. 25, 21, 500, 80, minus 420, 200, 400, 600. Yes, 1020. So A has a decimal value. B will also have a decimal value. ठीक है, चलता है. That's fine. Equations approach. टू ए प्लस 80 होना चाहिए. Oh yes, that should be plus, not 2a, 4a. 4a. Or it should be 2a plus 80 here, 2a plus 80 here. एक और बार add होगा तो 2a plus 160. 2a plus 160. Yeah, we had made a silly mistake in calculations. होता. Let me rearrange all of these for you. It's a very beautiful app, PowerPoint. We can add, remove whatever information we want. This will be 60 here. This will be 80 here. So when we make it 5 times, I will have 25a minus 500 is equal to 10b plus 200. 4a plus 160 is equal to 10b minus 400. Now when I subtract, it will become 21a minus 660. B will get cancelled, is equal to 600. So 21a is equal to 1260. A gives you 60 rupees. Put A here, it will be easier for you to solve, and you can find B as well. So seems like a time-taking approach. Now you guys recall, think and tell me, what is the ratio? What is the ratio for 40%? What is the ratio for 40%? See, 10% is 1 by 10. So 40% should be 4 by 10 or 2 by 5. Listen to the language now. Who has the 40% value? Forget 20 rupees. Who has the 40% value? I'm trying to use ratios here. Aman has value 2. Bimal has value. Bimal has value 5. That is 40%. Then they give and take some money. I'm trying to use ratios. I don't know if it is possible to solve it through ratios or not. In the second case, Amal has 5 rupees and Biman has 2. So there was some money here. There was some amount here. 20 rupees were transferred. Because of that, the ratio is 2 by 5. There was some money. That was original money. 40 rupees was transferred. That is why the ratio is 5:2. I'm simply guessing. I'm simply trying to see if a ratio approach is possible or not. Because a common base is not known. There are two changes on two numbers. No, no. Ratio method will not work here. Ratio method cannot be matched here because we do not know the exact value of A and B. At least A ka value pata hota, I could have done something here. One way I'm able to think, one way I'm able to connect the two is, देखो पहले वाले में Aman was giving 20 rupees and second case में Bimal is giving 40 rupees. I'm saying if I look at final ratios, what it feels like to me is यहाँ से 3 रुपए निकाल के इसको दे दिए. Those 3 rupees are equal to 60 rupees. Let me check this. Let me guess this. Those 3 rupees are equal to 60 rupees. That means these will be equal to 40 rupees. These will be equal to 100. These will be equal to 150. These will be equal to 20 multiply किया ना 100. This will be equal to 100 and 60. अब सुनना, इसने 20 rupees दे रखे हैं. That means Aman earlier had 60 rupees. Bimal had 80. ये 40 देगा, ये 40 देगा तो ये 100 हो जाएगा और ये 40 हो जाएगा. Yes, I am able to crack it through ratios also. अभी ratios वाला approach देखना, how I was able to crack it. See, look at the ratios, look at the final. Let me move this. Sorry, yeah. Look at these ratios. Look at the final ratios. I'll erase that part one more time. ये फिर से एक बार explain करता हूँ मैं आपको. ऐसे, this is how new methods are created. You see a question, you are not happy with the solution, you think what else could have been done. देखो 10-20 रुपए का ट्रांसफर छोड़ो. When you say a person has 40% of the sum, a person has 40% of the money from other as compared to other. This is A, this is B. तो B के पास 5 रुपया, A के पास 2 rupees. Leave it there. Second case में B has 40%, तो B के पास 2 rupees और A के पास 5 rupees. Earlier A was giving 20, ठीक है. Now B is giving 40. If I look at this a complete transaction, A ने 20 rupees नहीं दिया और 40 rupees और ले लिया. पहले A was giving 20, नहीं दिया, 40 और ले लिया, तो A will create a gap of 60. See, from here for B to become 2, B को 3 रुपए निकालने पड़ेंगे. For A to become 5, इसको 3 रुपए देने पड़ेंगे. So there's a exchange of 3 rupees. According to me, that 3 rupees is 60. So 3 must be equal to 60. That is 20 times. 2 must be equal to 40 rupees. This must be equal to 100 rupees. ये कब था रेशो? जब A ने 20 rupees दे दिया. If A takes back 20 rupees, मतलब A को actual में 60 rupees था and B actually had rupees 80. If that is the case, अभी देखो B से मैंने इसको 40 rupees दे दिए, B से मैंने इसको 40 rupees दे दिए, तो इसको 100 और इसको 40, ये बन गया ना 40%. So everything matches here, everything works fine. I'll just move away from the screen. देखो, should be able to see the solution there. Ratios I was able to match between initial and final value. उसके थ्रू मेरे को उनका इंडिविजुअल सम मिल गया. रेशियो मेथड समझा क्या आप लोगों को? Did you guys understand the ratios approach? See, understand. There are two transactions. In the first one, A was giving money to B. In second transaction, B was giving money to A. I am saying, ये 2/5 कब है? A पैसा दे चुका है. A has already given 20 rupees. और 5/2 कब है? B ने उसको 40 rupees दिया. देखो 20 इधर गया, 40 वापस आया. That is the exchange of 60 rupees. 20 इधर गया, 40 वापस आया. That is the exchange of 60 rupees. Here, can I say 5 को 2 बनाना है, तो 3 rupees you need to remove, और 2 को 5 बनाना है, 3 rupees you need to add. तो 3 रुपए का एक्सचेंज है रेशो में, इन रियलिटी 60 का एक्सचेंज है. So 3 is equal to 60. So 2 will be equal to 40, 5 will be equal to 100. ये कब था? 20 रुपीज दे चुका है ए ने, तो ए मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 60, बी मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 80. ऐसे लेवल बढ़ेगा आपकी प्रिपरेशन का by learning newer approaches, by learning newer methods. Moving on from this, equation तो है ये, equation is definitely there with you. Try this. A college has raised 72% of the amount it needs for a new building by receiving an average donation of rupees 1200 from people already solicited. They are going asking for money. People already solicited represent 60% of the people college will ask for donation. If college is to raise exact amount needed for the new building, what should be average donation in rupees from the remaining people to be solicited? College is going to the people it knows, maybe it's alumni network, asking them for money. They have some money in mind. We do not know what money they want. They have 72% of the money collected. How much money has one person given? On an average 1200 rupees. How many people have they approached? They have approached 60% of the people they know. The question is, the remaining people should give how much money on average? So this kind of question can be solved simply. See, how much money have they got? They have collected 70%, 72% of money they need. How much more do they need to meet the target? They will need 28% of the money more. Abhi kitna money? You and I do not know. Could be a lakh, could be a crore, we do not know. Now to collect this, how much money has one person given on an average? 1200 rupees. One person has given. How many people have they approached? They have approached 60% of the people they know, or there's a list whom they wish to speak with. So they have approached 60% people. Now what we do not know is how much more money will one person give. Now out of how many? Out of 40% of the people they will approach. So see, by forming a ratio, what I'm able to achieve here is I'm able to cancel money, percentage. How many people does not matter. Cancel ho gaya na. This cancels as 3/2. So what I have effectively is 72 upon 28 is equal to 1200 into 3 upon x into 2. Jitna ho sake cancel kar do, answer is ready for you. So 12 into 3 is 36. 36 into 2 is 72. 2 into 14 is this. 2 into 7 is this. So what I have now, x upar 100 niche 7. So x is equal to 7 into 100. So they are going to ask on an average, they are going to ask 700 rupees per person. So it's a question combining the understanding of percentage and ratios. Basically what you have done is, you and I do not know actual paisa kitna hai. I would like to solve in such a manner कि total पैसा matter ही ना करे. So always create a ratio. When you want to cancel something, उसको ratio बना दो, cancel हो जाएगा. They have approached 60% of the people they know. And how many people they know? We do not know. तो उसको मैंने ratio के through cancel कर दिया. Something you do not know, something you're not aware of, you want to solve further, cancel it through ratios. Any doubts in this problem? Straightforward. number of people into average money is equal to total collection. 60 number of people, average money 1200, multiply करके 72% money. X rupees per person into 40% of the people is equal to 28% of the money directly. Any doubts in this? Shall we go to the next question? You guys are able to access the PDFs that I'm uploading? PDF access कर पा रहे हैं आप लोग? When you go through your app, you click on the course. In that, you go to documents. You can download these PDFs. Chalo. Give it a try. Take 1 minute, solve. I bought 5 pens, 7 pencils, 4 erasers. Rajan bought 6 pens, 8 erasers, 14 pencils for an amount which is half more than what I paid. What percentage of total paid by one? Now, one is either I or Rajan. One was paid for pens. In this entire question, you do not know actual paisa kitna hai. 100 rupees, 200 rupees, you do not know. What it says is there is some person I. There is some person I. This person is buying 5 pens, 7 pencils, and 4 erasers. So I am assuming the price of a pen is P. 5P. 7 pencils is PC. I'm writing pencil as PC. And 4 erasers. Let us say the total amount is X. Total kharcha. I do not know what is that kharcha. What does Rajan do? Rajan buys 6 pens, 14 pencils. थोड़ा ध्यान देना, pencils बाद में लिखा है. You bring it in the same position, pencils. And what? And 8 erasers. How much did he have to pay? How much did he have to pay? He had to pay half more. He had to pay half more. So how do you write half more? 1.5. 1.5, or you can write 3/2x. What exactly is the question? The question is, what percentage of total paid by one, either I or Rajesh or Rajan, was paid for pens? So I'm supposed to find the amount of P in the form of X. There are multiple ways I can do this in. See, do you notice here? Pencils have been doubled here, erasers have been doubled here. If I just double the first equation, just double it and subtract. So what happens? I will rewrite this for you with a different colored pen. See, this becomes 10 pens, 14 pencils, 8 erasers is equal to 2x. Now when I subtract these two, I have 4 pens. Do you see pencils cancelled? I'm subtracting. Erasers cancelled. What do I have on the right side? 2x minus 3 by 2. 2x minus 3 by 2. When I rearrange this, that goes above 4 minus 3 by 2, so x by 2. Or I can say 8 pens is equal to x. Now see, what is the question? The question is, how much money did one of them pay for pens? If I'm interested in I is a person here. How much money is he paying for pens? He is paying 5p. 5p. How much total money is he paying? The total money being paid is x rupees. 5p upon, what is x equal to? 8p. So 5 upon 8 is equal to what percentage? Is equal to what percentage? Do you guys remember 100 by 8 is 12.5? 100 by 8 is 12.5. 12.5 into 5 is 62.5. So I am paying 62.5% of my money for pens. That is my answer. For anyone, answer aa gaya, I am done. Let us say I want to find Rajan. How much money is Rajan paying for pens? Rajan is paying 6p for pens. P is price of pen. How many pens is he buying? 6p. How much money is he spending total? He is spending 3 by 2. 3 by 2x. थोड़ा rearrange कर देते हैं. It goes above 12p upon 3x, which is basically 4p upon x. क्यों कर रहा हूँ समझ में आएगा. What is x equal to? X is equal to 8p. So 4p upon 8p is equal to, I'll write on this side, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 क्या होता है? 50%. What is 1 by 2? 50%. So दोनों आंसर ऑप्शंस हैं. What will you mark here? What percent of total money paid, total paid by one was used for pens? Would you go with the answer option 62.5? Would you go with the answer 50%? What answer would you mark? What answer would you mark? कहीं क्वेश्चन ये तो नहीं है कि what amount paid total by both, उसमें से पेन का परसेंटेज निकालना है. You would mark none of these. You would mark 62.5 or you would mark 50%. Because I, the person named I, is paying 62.5% for pens, and person named Rajan is paying 50% for pens. दोनों options में है ना बेटा. Both options are there. So in this case, you will have to mark none of these. The answer should be both A, both B, and C. The answer must be, the answer should be both B and C. Should I repeat any part of this question? Should I repeat any part of this particular question? Okay. साथ में बनाओ, equations create करो while I am solving. See how the question has been framed. चलो, more. Give it a try. Take 1 to 2 minutes. Give it a try. A student gets an aggregate of 60% marks in 5 subjects. in the ratio 10 ratio 9 ratio 8 ratio 7 ratio 6. If the passing marks are 50% of the maximum marks and each subject has the same maximum marks, in how many subjects did he pass the exam? We have solved earlier also one question on marks and average marks. One person had scored 93%, 91%, 96%. What could be the overall, or which of the following could not be the overall average percentage marks? You have solved something like this. B. So there are several ways in which I could approach this. There are several ways in which we could approach this. सुनो देखो, सबसे पहले तो what has he got? He has got 60% aggregate marks. These are individual ratios. What are passing marks? 50% are the passing marks. Each subject has same maximum marks. तो हम उल्टा शुरू क्यों ना करें? I am imagining one subject has maximum marks of 100. So how many subjects are there? 5. So total maximum marks are 500. How much has he scored? He has scored 60% of the aggregate. So what is 60% of 300? Calculate. 500 का 60% क्या होगा? 300 marks. Now can I say these 300 marks are in the ratio of 8, 9, 7, 6? If I imagine, if I assume, if I observe, if I say the marks are, क्योंकि ratios को आप real में use नहीं कर सकते. If I assume marks are 10x, 9x, 8x, 7x and 6x. That is 16 plus 16, 32 plus 8, 40x. तो ये 40x marks के बराबर. एक बार प्लस फिर से कर लो. Add this one more time. 10 plus 6, 16, 9 plus 7, 16, 16, 16, 32 plus 8, 40x. यही तो 300 है ना? So 0 cancelled, 0 cancelled, 2 cancelled, 15 cancelled, 1 cancelled, 7.5. What is value of x? 7.5. So if multiplying term is 7.5, the first score becomes 10 into 7.5, 75. Second becomes 9 into 7.5. Can I say 9 into 7 is already 63 से ऊपर? 9 into 7.5. That is the multiplying factor. 9 into 8. That is 7 into 8, 56. 7 into 8, 56. Already 56 से आगे स्कोर है ना? 7 into 7, 49. और फिर 7 into half भी होगा, half भी होगा. तो ऑलरेडी 50 से ऊपर स्कोर है, 51.5 के आसपास स्कोर है. 7 into 6, 42. Half into 6, 3. What is the question? In how many subjects does he score more than 50 marks? Because what did we assume? Marks as 100. What is 50% of 100? 50 number. So in how many subjects is he able to score more than 50 marks? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the most basic, most elementary way to solve this. Total marks are not given. हमने assume कर लिया 100 marks. 5 subjects हैं, 500 marks. उसमें से what has he scored? He has scored 30% marks. 30% is 60% is 300 marks. वो 300 marks ही तो given है 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. तो वी इमेजिन द मार्क्स आर 10x 9x 8x 7x 6x, उसको सॉल्व करके वी फाउंड आउट x, x is 7.5, फिर 7.5 सब जगह मल्टीप्लाई कर डाला. So I can see 4 of the scores are above 50, only the last score is below 50. Any doubts in the approach? Let me know. अभी और तरीके हैं. There are more ways to solve this effectively. There are 3 methods. I'll teach you 2. One is the simplest method, ये रहा, and one is the fastest method. Do you understand this? Do you observe this? Do you know this? आप जब मार्क्स लेते हैं, लेट अस से कि सब्जेक्ट में आपके 84 मार्क्स हैं आउट ऑफ 100, दूसरे सब्जेक्ट में लेट अस से आपके 85 मार्क्स हैं, किसी में आपके 76 मार्क्स हैं आउट ऑफ 100, किसी में योर स्कोर इज 90 आउट ऑफ 100. व्हेन यू गो टू कैलकुलेट परसेंटेज, क्योंकि 100 में से है, 100 में से है आपका 400 में से यहाँ पे, तो डू यू सी योर मार्क्स आर बेसिकली एवरेज. क्योंकि आपने 100 मार्क्स का पेपर मान लिया, तो 4 पेपर तो बिलो इज 400, 5 पेपर्स तो बिलो इज 500, तो बेसिकली डिनोमिनेटर में n आ गया. 4 पेपर का 4, 5 पेपर का 5, 6 पेपर का 6. सो बेसिकली यू आर कैलकुलेटिंग एवरेज मार्क्स. एवरेज मार्क्स आर द परसेंटेज मार्क्स. ये समझा क्या आपको? फॉर 100 नंबर एग्जाम, फॉर 100 मार्क्स एग्जाम, एवरेज मार्क्स आर द परसेंटेज मार्क्स. डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पार्ट? ये आपको समझ में आएगा? डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? एवरेज मार्क्स आर द परसेंटेज मार्क्स. तो हाउ कैन आई अप्लाई दिस थॉट प्रोसेस इन माय एग्जांपल? अगर हम 100 मार्क्स का पेपर मानने ही वाले हैं, इफ वी आर गोइंग टू अज्यूम 100 मार्क्स पर सब्जेक्ट पर पेपर, तो आप देखो योर एवरेज स्कोर is 60%. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Whenever numbers are consecutive, the middle number is the average. इनका average 8 आएगा. Listen to this. So 60% is equal to 8 marks. 60% is equal to 8 marks. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. तो can I say 50% कितना होगा? यू वांट टू नो. तो देखो यहां से 6 से डिवाइड कर दो, इसको 6 से डिवाइड कर दो, 4/3. अब 5 गुना कर दो. ये नहीं क्लिक कर रहा, कोई बात नहीं, रेशियो ले लो. चलो, डोंट डू दिस, कंफ्यूज करेगा आपको. वी आर सेइंग 60% मार्क्स इज इक्वल टू 8. सो 50% मार्क्स विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच? ये नहीं पता अपने को. So x is equal to 6/5, ऊपर चला जाएगा, 5/6, 5/6 into 8. 40/6 is 6.66. जिस भी एग्जाम में 6.66 नंबर है आप पास कर गए. जिस भी एग्जाम में 6.6 नंबर है आप पास कर गए. तो डू यू सी this exam, this exam, this exam and this exam have more marks than 6.66. तो इन सब में आपका 50% से अबव है. अभी समझा? लुक एट दैट अप्रोच. 2 स्टेप में सॉल्व हो गया. दैट इज व्हाई कीप ऑन सेइंग फंडामेंटल अगर आपका स्ट्रांग है, सी द होल कोर्स आई हैव क्रिएटेड इज अराउंड फंडामेंटल्स. आई एम मोर इंटरेस्टेड, मोर कंसर्न विद डिलीवरिंग गुड मेथड्स. फिर आप अप्लाई करते बैठो हर जगह पे. यू कीप ऑन अप्लाइंग दीज मेथड्स इन डिफरेंट प्लेसेस. ये समझा आपको? डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पार्ट? एवरेज मार्क्स आर 8 विच इज 60%. तो 50% क्या होगा? 50% इज इक्वल टू x लेके, रेशियो लेके हमने सॉल्व कर दिया. 6.6 मार्क्स इज इक्वल टू x. क्योंकि रॉकेट साइंस नहीं, इट्स कॉमन ऑब्जर्वेशन. गुड. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम गाइस. खूब सवाल है. एडवांस में भी आपके 2 लेक्चर हो जाएंगे अभी और. परसेंटेज एडवांस. Moving on, moving to the next question, guys. Chalo, try this. Selling price of mangoes increased by 16.66%. The wholesaler was able to purchase 20 mangoes less for a budget of rupees 350. What is the initial price of each mango? Price is increasing because price increases and we are not changing the expenditure. Expenditure is fixed, 350. The question is, if 20 mangoes were bought less, so what is the price? What was the initial price of mango? You want to try with options, you can think, you can try, go ahead. There is option called as none of these also, that complicates things. Or you apply fundamentals. I have taught you percentage increase decrease through ratios. So no. 16.66 percentage is equal to 1 by 6. What is the relation? Price into quantity is equal to expenditure. हम एक्सपेंडिचर चेंज नहीं करेंगे. वी कैन नॉट चेंज द एक्सपेंडिचर. वी कैन नॉट अलाउ द एक्सपेंडिचर टू चेंज. वो हमें चेंज नहीं करना है. हमें प्राइस और क्वांटिटी को मैनिपुलेट करना है. सो एक्सपेंडिचर इज नॉट चेंजिंग वन बाय वन. लीव इट देयर. लीव इट देयर वन बाय वन. 350 रुपए दिमाग से निकाल दो. I want price to increase by 16.6%. So price will become 7 by 6. देखो पिछले lectures किए हैं तो ये समझेगा. You can understand this if you have done the previous few lectures. I want 16.6% growth increase. Can I say to match 1 by 1? To match 1 by 1. This is what? This is price का ratio. To match 1 by 1, can I say quantity will have to become 6 by 7? This is quantity ka ratio. What this means is, earlier, always old value is always below, new value is always above. Yaad karo, 6 rupees becoming 7. 6 rupees becoming 7 is 16.6% increase. Now, earlier the person used to buy 7 mangoes. Now the person can buy 6 mangoes. Can I say there's a decrease of 1 mango? What is the actual decrease? Actual decrease is 20 mangoes. Actual fall is 20. So you multiply. According to me, it is 1. In reality, it is 20. So you multiply 20 everywhere. That means earlier 140 mangoes were bought. Now 120 mangoes are bought. So 140 mangoes used to be bought for rupees 350. So what is the rate of one mango? Total money 350. Total mangoes 140. There is your answer. 0 0 cancelled. 7 से cancel होगा. 5/2. So price of a single mango was 2.5 rupees initially. Price of a single mango was 2.5 rupees initially. Abhi, let us say I understand ratios, but I am more comfortable with equations. You can do that. Let us say price is P, quantity you do not know, I do not know. Now the price is 7 by 6P. Price बढ़ गया. Price increases by 1 by 6. It becomes 7 by 6. What happens to quantity? You can buy 20 mangoes less. कम मिलेगा आपको mangoes. So you can cancel these numbers now. This P and this P is cancelled. Cross multiply. 6P, P and P is cancelled. Q does not cancel. 6q 6q is equal to 7q minus 140. इसको इधर लेकर आ गए, that makes it q. इसको इधर लेकर चले गए, that makes it 140. 140 mangoes used to be purchased. You want the rate of a single mango? 350 by 140. Cancel, cancel. Same answer. You are more comfortable with this? Go ahead. But with ratios, I'll say practice more and more with ratios. आगे जाके जब question complex होंगे, questions will be of higher level, you can answer this faster. वैसे आजकल CAT में in arithmetic also equation बन जाता है. You have to form or create a equation. I have not seen your response in a long time. Comment done? Comment understood? Two methods. Comment understood? Done. Good. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं इनसे. Let us move on from this. Now there are two questions based upon same information. So take your time, give it a try. I'll wait for 1 minute. Try. A company purchases components A and B from Germany and USA respectively. A and B form 30% and 50% of total production cost. The current gain is 20%. Due to change in international scenario, the cost of the German mark increases by 30% and that of US dollar increased by 22%. Due to market conditions, the selling price did not increase beyond 10%. Then, what is the maximum current gain possible? We are purchasing different components A and B from different countries. Let us break that down first. From Germany, the company is purchasing A, and from USA, company is purchasing B. This A and B, what are they? They are 30% of the total cost and 50% of the total cost. 30 and 50 is 80. If I assume the total cost to be 100, there must be other component also which adds up, could be multiple components. So unka price is 20. So far what I have done, I have broken down all the information so far. A is coming from Germany, B is coming from USA. And what is the current gain? What is the current gain? 20%. Gain means profit. So you can sell, profit is 20 rupees. That means you can sell it. You can sell it at rupees 120. 100 rupees, 20 extra, 20 profit, you can sell it for 120. Due to change in international scenario, the German mark increases by 30%. What it means is I'm buying this from Germany. I'm buying from Germany. So I have to make the payment in German currency. The price of this is not increasing. The price of currency is increasing. Because the price of currency is increasing, I have to pay more. So I will have to pay 30% more. What is 30% of this? What is 30% of 30? 9 rupees. I will have to pay 9 rupees more for the same product. That is the meaning of the currency price going up. And that of dollar increase. Dollar में क्या खरीद रहे थे? B. Increases by 22%. How do you calculate 22% of 50? आप उल्टा कर लो. You calculate 50% of 22. It is same. A percent of B or B percent of A. They are same. 50% means half. तो 11 रुपए बढ़ाने you have to increase 11 rupees. That makes it 61 rupees. इसमें कोई चेंज नहीं है. You did not perform any change. You do not change C. कोई बात ही नहीं हुई ना other products की. Now can I say because these prices have increased, total cost will also go up. 39 plus 61 is equal to 39 plus 61 is equal to 100. So total cost now is 120. What does the question say? Due to market conditions, selling price cannot be increased beyond 10%. What was the selling price? This. You cannot increase it beyond 10%. So what is 10% of this? 12 rupees. You can sell it for 132 rupees. The question is, what is the maximum profit currently? Because you cannot increase beyond 10%. Maximum increase, that is the maximum increase. That is the maximum profit. You are earning from, see, this is the new cost. This is the new selling price. You are earning 12 rupees on 120. So you are earning 10%. So understand this. कैट वाले ये खेल खेलते हैं. Lot of information, lot of numbers. उनको blocks में तोड़ो छोटे छोटे. First block was A and B का cost. टोटल 100 रुपीज अज्यूम कर लिया तो एक सी का एक वेरिएबल आ गया, सी का कॉस्ट आ गया. हाउ मच प्रॉफिट कैन वी हैव? 20% प्रॉफिट वी कैन हैव. तो सेलिंग प्राइस कैन बी 120. तो पूरा ब्लॉक अलग कर दो. नाउ यू आर इंक्रीजिंग कॉस्ट ऑफ ए, cost of B. You are not changing cost of C. You did not change this. There is no change here. So you got a new cost price. Maximum increase can be 10%. 10% of this is 12. इंक्रीज किस में करना है? सेलिंग प्राइस में इंक्रीज करना है. 12 rupees, 132. So new cost, new selling price. What is profit percentage? 12 by 120, 10%. कमेंट डन. एक बार आपका लिखना हो जाए तो एवरीवन इज एबल टू कीप अप. सबको बन रहा है ये, सब लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं इनको सॉल्व करने का. Confirmations on this? नहीं, दिस इज टू टीच यू. इट इज बेटर आप थोड़ा मेंटल मैथ्स लगाओ, बट अंडरस्टैंडेबल है. डाटा इज टू मच. यस, थोड़ा टेबल बनेगा तो बेटर रहेगा. There is one way I can approach this without writing too much. There is one way to do that. Through averages. Through averages, I might be able to solve it. A is 3 parts, B is 5 parts, C is 2 parts. This increases by 30, this increases by 22, this does not increase. आपको C को लाना पड़ेगा in the picture. So what is the average increase? 3 into 30, 90, 2 into 15, 110, plus 0 upon 10, upon 3 to, upon 3 to 5, that is 10. So that is 200 upon 10. That is 20% increase in the cost price. Cost price increases by 20%. Equation का जरूरत ही नहीं है ना. You don't need equations because the numbers are so simple. 10%, 20%, 30%. सीधा 100 rupees लेके solve कर दो. Whenever numbers are multiples of 5, multiples of 10, 100 rupees लेके बना दो, your job is done. Equation का जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगा आपको. So cost price goes up by 20%. Cost price goes up by 20%. So you assume 100 rupees and then solve from there. Try the next one. ये लो. यहाँ पे a new condition has been given. The US dollar becomes cheap by 12% over its original cost and German mark increases by 20%. तो ये जो पहले वाली वैल्यू थी 30% increase in German mark and 22% increase in US dollar, ये नहीं यूज करना. A new condition is given to you. The US dollar becomes cheap by 12% over its original cost and German mark increased by 20%. What will be the gain? ध्यान से, selling price is not altered. Selling price को नहीं बदलना है. What was A? A was 30 rupees. B was 50 rupees. C जो बचा हुआ component है was 20. What was total cost? 100 rupees. Profit 20 rupees. Selling price 120. सब लिख दिया. Now this is German mark and this is American or US dollar. It increases by 20%. German mark increases by 20%. What is 20%? What is 20% of 30? 6 rupees. And American dollar decreases price by 12%. What is 12% of 50? 12% of 50 is equal to 50% of 12, which is half, 6 rupees. तो ये 6 रुपए से कम हो गया 44 और इसमें कोई चेंज नहीं है. तो do you see the addition of these numbers is again 100. You did not change selling price. Cost price is 100. What is your gain? कितना कमाया आपने? 20%. जितना यहाँ पर इंक्रीज हुआ, इंक्रीज इन जर्मन मार्क, उतना डिक्रीज भी हो गया ना. That much decrease has happened in the American dollar. Increase decrease cancel हो गया. Total cost remains same. Selling price remains same. So profit will also remain same. Profit will not change. Profit does not change. देखो confirm करो इसको. Good. Try this. Now for this question, you will have to assume a few things. Again, the question is taken from CAT. Not one word has been changed. CAT का सवाल है. It's a question from CAT. Not one alphabet has been changed. You need to have understanding of calendars for this to be answered. आपको कैलेंडर्स के बारे में थोड़ा आइडिया होना चाहिए. If equal number of people are born on each day, find approximate percentage of people whose birthday will fall on 29th of February if we were to consider people born in 20th century. Assume no deaths. Now we are in 21st century. We are not in 20th century. We are in 21st century. What was 20th century? 1901, 1902, 1903. These years up to years 1999, including 2000. Those were 20th century years. Now what do you know about 29 February? 29 February 4 साल में एक बार आता है. You get 29 February. It's a leap day. It's a part of leap year. 4 साल में एक बार आता है. तो should I be concerned about सेंचुरी में कितना लीप ईयर आता है? 2000 भी आएगा. यस, 2001 से 21st सेंचुरी शुरू होगा. यस, 1901, 1902, 1903. उससे नहीं फर्क पड़ेगा बेटा, इतना दूर दूर आंसर ऑप्शंस है. वन आंसर ऑप्शन, नो, नॉट इन दैट वे, नॉट इन दैट वे. देखो, वन आंसर ऑप्शन इज हियर 0.37, वन इज 57, वन इज 06. बहुत दूर दूर ऑप्शंस हैं. सो हाउ डू यू सॉल्व सच क्वेश्चंस? अगर मैं पूरा सेंचुरी पे ध्यान ना भी दूं, आई ओनली फोकस ऑन 4 years. We are saying one person is born every day. So can I say there will be 3 years of 365 days, that many people are born. There will be 1 year of 366 days, 1 year, leap year. So the number, give me a second. The number of days will be 366. So every day one person is born. Every day one person is born. So how many people are born on 29 February? 29 February, there is only one day out of these total days. आप इसी को into 100 करके मुझे बताओ, what value are you getting? I will also use a calculator. You multiply these and tell me what number are you getting. Should I be worried about century or non-century? नहीं फर्क पड़ता. So 1 divided by, or rather 100 divided by 3 into 365 plus 366. So beta, your answer is 0.6. Your answer is 0.6. Here आपका answer. Now the correct way, the right way to solve this would have been, work for a century. पूरा century year लेके चलो. 1901 से लेके year 2000 तक. How many century years are there? There are 25 century years. There are 25 century years in this. So आपका आंसर कैसा है? सुनो, don't write this. It'll scare you. It'll freak you out. 25 people should have been born on leap years. There are 75 years which are not leap, and there are 25 years which are leap. तो ultimately आप देखो, ये सब cancel होके, all of this cancels and comes down to the same number. हाँ ऋतुराज, क्योंकि year 2000 जब चालू होगा, it is part of the century. 2001 is 21st century. अच्छा, you are worried कि ये 76 हो जाएगा, you are worried ये 24 हो जाएगा और ये 24 हो जाएगा. See, these are still very close numbers. आपका आंसर ही आएगा 0.66. Yes, that is your worry कि आखिरी वाला ईयर लीप होगा कि नहीं होगा. Very close answers. Let me go with this calculation now. 24 divided by 76 into 365 plus 24 into 366 into 100. 0.66. 0.66 in both cases. बाकी लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है कि what are we arguing on? You need calendar का knowledge for this. This is a leap year. देखो what changes. This is a leap year. This is a leap year. लेकिन if I count from 1900 to 1999, this is not a leap year. एक leap year कम हो जाएगा. I'll explain this to you again more in calendars once we reach that topic. But यहाँ पर आप 4 साल का ले लो ना, 4 साल का ले लो, only 4 साल का. Out of 4 years, there are 3 non-leap years and there is only 1 leap year. आपका आंसर ऐसे मैच हो जाएगा. Use a calculator. बिना उसके नहीं बनना ये सवाल. You can't solve this without a calculator. Try this. Again a CAT question. Either 16 or 17. जो recent CAT के questions है, listen to this. Questions from 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. I will conduct these questions for you in workshops. बहुत एडवांस क्वेश्चंस करवाएंगे. सो फार आई हैव नॉट क्रॉस 2020. कभी कभी एक आधा क्वेश्चन 2020 ले लिया. अदरवाइज आई हैव ट्राइड टू कीप क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम 16, 17, 18, 19 अप टू 2020. आई हैव नॉट क्रॉस 2020 इन पुटिंग क्वेश्चंस इन द क्लास शीट. बेसिक एडवांस करेंगे, वर्कशॉप में और एडवांस करवाएंगे आपको. ट्राई दिस. 16, 17 का सवाल है, 2 मिनट बन जाएगा. In a village, production of food grains increased by 40% and per capita production of food grains increased by 27% during a certain period. The percentage by which population of the village increased during the same period is nearest to. मेरा काम है पॉपुलेशन का इंक्रीज निकालना. बाकी सब चीजें आप भूल जाओ. फॉरगेट एवरीथिंग एल्स. सब भूल जाओ. हाउ डू यू रिलेट प्रोडक्शन ऑफ फूड ग्रेन्स, इस पे बाद में आएंगे. पर कैपिटा प्रोडक्शन ऑफ फूड ग्रेन्स एंड पॉपुलेशन. हाउ डू यू रिलेट दीज 3 वेरिएबल्स. प्रोडक्शन ऑफ फूड ग्रेन्स, per capita production of food grains and population. How do you relate these 3 in one place? इन तीनों को आप relate कैसे कर सकते हो in one place? What is per capita? Per capita means per person. See, if I say per capita income, per person income, in this case per capita production. See, if I say for every person we are producing 10 kilograms of rice, there are 500 people. So can I say number of people into per capita is equal to total production? Observe. Total production is equal to per capita. Per cap means per head, per person, into number of people. ये तो होता है ना. और you say per capita is average. Average into number of people is equal to total. What the question says is the food grain production, this is production, total production increases by 40%. How can you increase something by 40%? See, I'm focusing on ratio. 100 becoming 140. 100 के ऊपर 40 extra is 40% increase. What is the increase in per capita? Per capita increase 27%. So 100 becoming 127 is 27% increase. Now what will come? Now you will have a ratio for population. अभी ratio आएगा 100 cancelled. So 140 upon 127 is the ratio for population. कितना growth है? How much more do you see in the numerator? How much extra do you see? There are 13 numbers extra on 127 into 100. That is your answer. Calculate this. Calculate this. On 127, how much extra do you have? Roughly answer देना है. Nearest to. What is the nearest value? 10.23. So what answer will you mark? In between, when I showed you larger questions, remember this. ये अभी cat level type का, अभी 21, 22, 23 type का ये. I showed you one question in the last lecture about alloys. One alloy has 31.25 grams nickel per kg, other has 30 grams nickel per kg. Remember that. Average of iron. ऐसा question आजकल CAT में आ रहा है. There are two layers to it. ये थोड़ा basic हो गया. The only hint you needed was how to relate three variables, put them in ratio. आपका job done. Try this. Try this. In an examination, the maximum possible score is n, while pass marks is 45% of n. A candidate obtains 36 marks but fails or falls short of pass marks by 68%. Which of the following is then correct? Maximum marks are n. How much are the pass marks? 45%. So I'll start from there. Pass marks are 45% of n. कुछ नहीं करना, leave it there. छोड़ दो, leave it there. Now what is happening is, कोई बच्चा है, that student has got 36 marks. 36 marks are what they are. They are, see, he is falling short. He is falling short by 68%. When you fall short by something, जैसे आपसे मैंने कहा मेरे को 100 रुपए लाके दो, but you are falling short by 68. मतलब कितना लाके दिया होगा आपने मुझे? 32. From the pass marks, this person is falling short by 68. That means this person is scoring 32% of pass marks. Can I say pass marks ka value when I bring it here? 36 is equal to 32 upon 100 into what are pass marks? 45 upon 100. तो सीधा मैक्सिमम मार्क्स मिल गए, इनमें से एक आंसर आ जाएगा कि n का वैल्यू कितना है. स्टार्ट कैलकुलेटिंग. कैंसल्ड बाय 4 9 times, cancelled by 4, 8 times. Cancelled by 4, 25 times, 2 times. Cancelled by 9, 5 times. 2 into 5, 10. एक 0 कम हो गया. So total marks are, नीचे क्या बच गया, 25 और 10. Total marks are 250. What answer will you mark? बहुत ही आसान सवाल है. Very easy question. Very, very easy question. Is the approach clear? When you fall short by something, you fall short by 68%. That means you achieved 32%. वो सिखाना चाह रहे थे. When you fall short by 68%, you achieve 32%. Excuse me. Excuse me. Clear है ये? Simple enough. Chalo, give it a shot. Fundamental plus minus, very basic plus minus. In a country, 55.55% of the population are males. Rest are females. Of the males, 60% are literate, पढ़े लिखे हैं. Of the females, 40% are literate, पढ़े लिखे females. Find the percentage of population that are literate. पढ़े लिखे लोग कितने हैं? Again, I would prefer to solve it through assumption or ratios क्योंकि see, these are all multiples of 5 and 10. This one looks like a difficult value to work with, but do you remember, कभी भी आपको same digit बार बार दिखे, denominator must be 9. What you are saying is males are 5 out of 9. Males are 5 out of 9. So I can assume 5 out of 9 क्या, total population का. I can assume total population as 9 people, or I can assume total population as 90 or 900. Anything will work. I am assuming the population to be 900. 100 का multiple. So I will have males as 500 and females as 400. What is the literacy rate? How many of the males are literate? 60% of them are literate. What is 60% of this? 300. How many females are literate? पढ़े लिखे females? 40%. What is 40% of this? 160. So how many educated literate people are there? 460. So 460 is how many percentage of 900? बस ये question पूछ रहे हैं आपसे. That is being asked. So this is cancelled. This is cancelled. When I look at this, this is 0 is there. 0 is there. 460 upon 9. So 5 times 45 बच गया 10. 1 times बच गया carry over 1. 1 upon 9 is 0.11. Again, these are not advanced questions, but by assuming a multiple of 9, by assuming the population as a multiple of 9, you can simplify your calculations. 90 लोगे तो भी चलेगा. Nothing wrong with 90. कुछ गलत नहीं है. 90 is also fine. You can take 90 also. Perfectly fine. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Try this. You have earlier solved a similar question, so I would prefer अगर आप उसको knowledge को use कर पाओ यहाँ पे, you should have your answer in 2 to 3 steps. Since the price of mangoes increased by 6.66%, the wholesaler was able to purchase 18 mangoes less in the budget of 864. What is the increased price of each mango? एक एक मैंगो का बढ़ने के बाद रेट क्या है, बढ़ने के बाद. So if you are comfortable with equation, go with that. Ratio बने, go with that. How much is 6.66%? 1 by 50. ध्यान रखना 1 by 50. What do you want? You want 1 by 15 increase in the price. मैं equation approach एक बार try करता हूँ. Let me try equation approach. Earlier price was P. You increase 1 by 15. So your price becomes 16 by 15 P. पहले कितना quantity था? Q. How much is the change in the quantity? 18 quantity less. So Q minus 18. Price into quantity is equal to खर्चा, expenditure. बराबर कर दो दोनों साइड से, equate from both sides. What does this become? P and P cancelled. Cross multiply. 15Q is equal to 16Q minus 16 into 18. इसको इधर ले आओ. Quantity is equal to 16 into 18. अब थोड़ा समझ जाओ. What is your job? Do you want to find the earlier वाला price or do you want to find the new वाला price? ध्यान से, ये जो quantity है ये earlier था ना, this was the quantity earlier. So this is what the expenditure. If you divide 864 by 16 into 18, अभी जो आया ये प्राइस नहीं है, this is not the price. The new price is increased by this. ये थोड़ा ध्यान लगाना पड़ेगा, दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा. So go on, complete the calculation. 16 cancelled. 864 upon 18 into 15. जो जो कैंसिल होता है कर दो. ये 9 का मल्टीपल है into 2. 9 into 9, 81. 54 is 6. So what I have is 96 upon 30. तो ये cancel 32 upon 10. So the price of a single mango is 3.2. नया प्राइस पूछा है, पुराना मत निकालना. Don't find the old value. वो आप मिस्टेक कर दोगे आप वहां पे. Can be solved very easily with equations. Solution समझा तो मुझे confirm करो. Maybe I can try one more thing. Maybe I can try one more approach. Ratio approach. Price का ratio is 16 by 15. I cannot change. I cannot allow expenditure to change. Something that does not change remains 1 by 1. So can I say the quantity ratio should be 15 by 16? तब तो ये cancel होके 1 बनेगा ना. That tells me the old quantity was 16. The new quantity is 15. There is decrease of 1. What is the actual decrease in quantity? 18. लगा दो 18. That means अभी का, आज का quantity is 15 into 18. What is आज का खर्चा? 864. इसको कैंसिल करोगे जब आप, तो you will definitely get 3.2 rupees. Take your time, complete this. रेशो मेथड, yes, that does look fast, but वो किया आपने वही चीज है, आपने वही चीज करा है. You have tried to find out the quantity being purchased now. Done है? Same question, different numbers. Try this. Again, a question on alloy. Take 2 minutes. Give it a try. Comment answers. There's an alloy A of silver and copper. A certain weight of this alloy, कुछ amount, how much we do not know, certain amount, थोड़ा amount, is mixed with 15 kilograms of pure silver and is melted. The new alloy B contains 90 kilograms or 90% of silver. If alloy A is mixed with 10 kilograms of 90% pure silver and is melted, a new alloy C is formed. Then C is found to contain 84% silver. Find the percentage of silver in A. तो जैसे जैसे आपका प्रैक्टिस बढ़ेगा, जैसे जैसे your level of understanding increases, you will realize there are two problems here. What is the weight of A that I am using? वो हमें नहीं पता. The weight of A, कितना quantity of A. Also, what is the percentage purity of silver in A? हमें नहीं पता. There are two missing information. There are two missing parts of the information. One, कितना quantity है A का. Two, what is the percentage of silver in A? But let me paint a picture for you. मेरे को A का quantity नहीं पता. I'm imagining quantity is X kilograms. I'm imagining A का purity is Y percentage. क्या ऐड किया आपने? In the first case, what have you added? You have added 15 kilograms of what purity? 100% purity. What is formed from this? B is formed. The alloy B is formed. It contains 90% silver. थोड़ा रुकते हैं, थोड़ा सोचते हैं. Do you remember I have told you earlier, when percentages are combined, we take an average. Whenever we take an average, तो final result हमेशा बीच में आएगा. This 90 should be between 100% and Y%. ये जो 90 है should be between 100% and Y%. तो can I say that tells me Y should be below 90? मैंने कहा था whenever we combine percentages we take average. अब तक 6 क्वेश्चन बना लिए हमने ऐसे. So I am saying 90 is the final average. 100 उससे ज्यादा है तो the second percentage should be below that. तो y का वैल्यू 90 से कम है. एक हिंट मिल गया. अभी नया सिनेरियो क्या है? अभी आप A को मिक्स कर रहे हो. A का x किलोग्राम y परसेंटेज प्योरिटी आप किससे मिक्स कर रहे हो? 10 किलोग्राम से. अरे भाई 10 kilograms of what? Of 90% silver. 10 kilograms of 90% silver. What are you forming? You are forming a alloy C. देखो alloy C बन गया इससे. In C, what is there? 84% silver is there. 84% silver is there. The question is find the percentage of silver in A. Can I say this 84 is less than 90? जो average है वो 90 से कम है. That means Y needs to be below 84. Y must be below 84. तो ये कट गया. The answer is either this or the answer is this. तो जो A का silver है it is either 80% or it is 75%. Now you can use option to solve. आप ऑप्शन लेके भी सॉल्व कर सकते हो. अगर ऑप्शंस नहीं होते एंड यू कंप्लीटली वांट टू सॉल्व तो मैं यहीं से शुरू कर देता. इस हिंट से मैं कहता x किलोग्राम y परसेंटेज प्योरिटी 15 kilograms 100% purity. How many kilograms do we have? X plus 15. What is the overall purity? 90%. कर देंगे सॉल्व. क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. चलो आई एम रीराइटिंग ऑल ऑफ दिस हियर. XY आई एम राइटिंग ऑल ऑफ दिस अगेन. मैंने इसको क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. आई हैव क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाइड दिस डिनोमिनेटर, इधर लगा दिया. व्हाट आई हैव इज XY plus 1500 is equal to 90x plus 1350. कर लेंगे अरेंज. इसको इधर भेज दो. तो व्हाट यू हैव इज XY minus 150 is equal to 90x. डोंट पैनिक. बड़े बड़े इक्वेशन देख के पैनिक नहीं करना है. व्हाट इज सेकेंड हिंट? XY plus 10 kilograms of what purity? 90% purity. how many kilograms do you have? How many kilograms do you have? X plus 10. What is the total purity overall? 84. चलो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करो इसको भी. तो what I have is xy plus 900 is equal to 84x plus 840. चलो भेजो इसको इधर. What I have is xy, I hope मेरे पीछे इक्वेशन ना छुप रही हो. xy minus 60 is equal to 84x. अब देखो, आप देखो, एक स्टेप में देखो आप. कैन आई से इसको और इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो x का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. आप माइनस करो, सीधा माइनस कर दो. यू सब्ट्रैक्ट बोथ, यू सब्ट्रैक्ट दीज डायरेक्टली. तो व्हेन यू सब्ट्रैक्ट दीज डायरेक्टली तो वैसे भी आपका ये कैंसिल हो गया ना, एक्स वाई, तो आपको किसका वैल्यू मिल जाएगा? ये प्लस 50 है. व्हेन यू सब्ट्रैक्ट दीज आपको सीधा x का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. Let me do this. I am subtracting this equation and I am subtracting this equation. xy cancel. 90 is equal to 6x. x is equal to 15. 15 किलोग्राम में आपके पास एक है. अब 15 किलोग्राम को पुट कर दो इसमें, चाहे पहले में किसी में पुट कर दो, आपको y का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा. You will find y is equal to 80%. अच्छा, I'll move away. ये लो, लिखो इसको, ऑब्जर्व करो. ऑप्शंस गिवन है, 2 ऑप्शंस आर रिजेक्टेड, तो ऑप्शन से ही सॉल्व करो. आई विल अज्यूम 75% आई विल सॉल्व. अगर मैच हो गया तो आई हैव माय आंसर, नहीं हुआ तो आई विल गो फॉर 80. ऑप्शंस नहीं है, इट्स अ थीटा क्वेश्चन. व्हाट इज अ थीटा क्वेश्चन? फिल इन द आंसर ऑप्शन, टाइप इन द आंसर ऑप्शन. फिर बेसिक से करना ही पड़ेगा, आपको पूरा सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा. Once you get x is equal to 15, अब 2 स्टेप और लगेंगे. Put 15 in one of the equations और y का वैल्यू निकाल लो. This is cat level. अभी के हिसाब से this is cat level. थोड़ा घुमाते फिराते हैं इंफॉर्मेशन को. Confirmation, confirm, done, say done, type done. हाँ, वो करेक्ट कर दिया मैंने. यस. Try this. Rakesh's salary before he got an increment was 20% of his family income. His increment was 1/4 of his salary after increment. What percentage of total? थोड़ा सवाल को अच्छे समझते हैं, ब्रेक करते हैं. Again, do you see percentages which are multiples of 5 and 10? 5 के मल्टीपल 10 के मल्टीपल्स हैं. 1/4 means 25%. Again is a multiple of 5, 10. I am starting by saying family has an income of 100 rupees. What is income of Rakesh in that? 20 rupees. Rakesh's salary before he got increment. So these are old values. He is going to get an increment. Who is going to get increment? Rakesh will get an increment. And what is his increment? Please understand this now. His increment was 1/4 of the salary after increment. क्या बोल रहा है ये? There is old salary, there is new salary. His increment is 1/4 of the new salary. His increment is 1/4 of his salary after increment. So what is 1/4? 1/4 ये 4 रुपए if I imagine is the new salary. What is the increase? Increase is 1. So what was supposed to be the old salary? Old salary was supposed to be 3. ये 3 का मल्टीपल दिख रहा है क्या आपको? Do you see it as a multiple of 3? नहीं ना, अब बनाना पड़ेगा. I am making all of this 3 times. That means राकेश का old salary is 60 rupees. फैमिली का सैलरी और फैमिली का इनकम इज 300. क्योंकि आपने इसको 3 मल्टीप्लाई किया, यू विल हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई 20 हियर, क्योंकि सैलरी तो मैच होगी ना राकेश की. सैलरी इज 60. दैट मीन्स द न्यू सैलरी वुड बी 80 rupees. अब एक छोटा सा ट्विस्ट है. मेनी पीपल विल नॉट अप्लाई दिस एंड दे विल मेक अ मिस्टेक. बेटा अगर राकेश का सैलरी बढ़ा 20 रुपीज से, तो फैमिली का भी तो न्यू इनकम 320 होगा. व्हाट डिड यू डू? यू इंक्रीज द इनकम ऑफ राकेश बाय 20 रुपीज. तो बेटा फैमिली का कौन बढ़ाएगा? ही इज पार्ट ऑफ द फैमिली ना. सो फैमिली हैज सैलरी ऑफ और इनकम ऑफ 320. नाउ व्हाट इज राकेश proportion in that? 80 by 320 into 100 is 25%. 1/4. एक ही ट्विस्ट है जो आपको नहीं समझेगा और यहाँ आपको डिफिकल्टी होगी. दैट इज दिस पार्ट, दैट इज हियर. अगर उसका सैलरी 4 रुपीज है आफ्टर इंक्रीमेंट, देयर इज इंक्रीज ऑफ 1 रुपी. दैट मीन्स अर्लियर सैलरी वाज 3 रुपीज. अर्लियर सैलरी वाज 3 रुपीज. उसको हमने स्केलिंग कर दिया अप एंड डाउन, उसको हमने स्केलिंग कर दिया मोर और लेस. राइट इट डाउन. ऑब्जर्व, सैलरी फैमिली का भी, इनकम फैमिली का भी बढ़ाना है. दैट इज द ओनली मिस्टेक यू माइट मेक. Confirmed, and we'll go to the next problem. Good. Try this. Give it a try. You see, maybe out of so far 28 questions, maybe 1 or 2 questions were somewhat similar. बाकी हर जगह कुछ ना कुछ न्यू है. There's something new to learn. Tax rate for Baleshwar is reduced from 25% to 17.5%. But his income is increased by 20% in the same year. What is the percentage change in the amount of tax paid by Baleshwar in the current year? When you say percentage change, it could be percentage increase, it could be percentage decrease. So you'll have to tell me 2 things. What is the percentage, and it is an increase or it is a decrease? Let us say 10% increase, or let us say 5% decrease. You will have to tell me both. Whenever you want percentage change, always try to write old value below and the new value above. मैं अगर चाहूं, if I want, I can solve it by assuming 100 rupees. But I am noticing a pattern here. पहले क्या rate of interest था? 25%. 25% is the old rate of interest. 25% of his income. I do not know कितना income. Leave it there. That is the old rate of interest. What is the new rate of interest? 17.5% of his न्यू इनकम. हमको इनकम नहीं पता. Now here is your hint. Income increases by 20%. Can I say earlier if the income was 100, the new income should be 120? Now what ratio do you have? You have the ratio of tax paid. The numerator is the new tax, denominator is the old tax. अगर ये क्लिक कर गया आपका 2 स्टेप में आंसर आ गया. देखो अभी आप देखो, percentage I can cancel already. I can cancel percentage like this. 100 को रहने दो, don't cancel 100, काम आता है. 100 is a useful number, don't cancel 100. Can write this as 175 into 120 upon 250 into 100. सर ये क्या किया आपने? मैंने डेसिमल हटा के 0 लगा दिया, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? ये 0 कट गया. 25 into 7. So what do I have? 84 upon 100. क्यों मना किया? Don't cancel 100. 100 was the old tax. The new tax is 84. Is it a percentage increase or decrease? Decrease. How much decrease? Decrease in tax for Baleshwar. Baleshwar will be very happy with this change. In fact, I know 2 people named Baleshwar. Both Himachalis. What a coincidence. So for Baleshwar, the total tax is decreasing by 16%. Ratios नहीं समझा? You assume 100 rupees as his income, the new income as 120 rupees. अब 100 में 25 rupees का टैक्स था, 120 में 17.5% का टैक्स. तो एक्चुअल वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करो टैक्स का and then work out the percentage change. ये क्लिक हुआ. Are you able to keep up with this? See, when I am reading the question, then I highlight the key points, then I solve it for you and give you explanation also. We are taking 4 minutes for this kind of question. Trust me, in exams you can solve this question in 2 minutes. 2 मिनट्स में बन जाएगा आपसे ये सवाल. 2 मिनट बहुत हो गया. 2 मिनट इज टू मच. रेशियो पे ध्यान दो आप. चलो, मूविंग ऑन. गिव इट अ शॉट. ट्राई दिस. Salary, there are 30 employees in a company. The salaries of 20 of them were increased by each बड़ा अच्छा वर्ड बताया आपने. Each were increased by 10%, and salaries the rest each were increased by 20%. Find the percentage increase in total salary of the employees. Initially, salary of each employee is same. Do you get this feeling कि 30 employees को पहले break कर दिया, 20 employees and 10 employees. Now these 20 employees have a certain 10% increase. These 10 employees have 20% increase. अब दोनों को मिला के overall increase मांग रहा है. The question is of averages. इसको average में convert कर दो. Observe करो. There are 20 employees here. What is the increase in their salary? 10%. Increase is 10%. How many employees on the other side? How many employees do we have? We have 10 employees. What is the increase on their side? 20. So when I add this, that is the total increase. So what is the average increase per employee? How many employees do we have? 30. खत्म आपका question. 200 plus 200, 400 upon 30. So 400 percentage upon 30. 0 कट गया. 13.33%. अब ये सब पॉसिबल नहीं होता विदाउट दिस नॉलेज. This solution would not be possible without the knowledge that each employee has the same salary. क्यों? अभी मैंने वही चीज आपके लिए दोबारा फ्रेम करी है यहाँ पे. रीड. The entire question is same. What is missing from the end? What is missing here? What is gone here? मेरे को बताओ. Each employee having same salary is very important. मैं समझाता हूँ क्यों. Let me take a different example. Suppose करो there are 4-5 people. इनका सबका सैलरी 100 रुपए है. ये चारों का सैलरी 100 रुपए है. एंड देयर इज अनदर पर्सन, उसका अकेले का सैलरी 500 रुपीज है, अकेले का. अब मैंने इन चारों का सैलरी लेट अस से 20% से बढ़ाया और मैंने इसका सैलरी 20% से बढ़ाया, मैं 25% से बढ़ाया, क्योंकि इसका इंडिविजुअल वेट बहुत ज्यादा है. द ओवरऑल चेंज विल नॉट बी एवरेज नाउ. ऐसे इमेजिन करो आउट ऑफ दिस 30 एम्प्लॉइज सबका सैलरी जो है 100 रुपीज है, 29 पीपल का, और एक पर्सन का सैलरी 1 लाख रुपीज है. आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू दिस. जब एक पर्सन का सैलरी बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगा, उसका वेट बढ़ जाएगा, अब एवरेज नहीं निकाल पाओगे आप. यू विल हैव टू फाइंड इंडिविजुअल वैल्यू. दिस क्वेश्चन कैन नॉट बी आंसर्ड. In the previous question, सबका सैलरी बराबर था, everybody had same salary. That is why I can apply averages. शुरू का सैलरी, अभी क्या है, people can have different salaries. अभी आप overall average नहीं निकाल सकते, आपको सबका सैलरी लगेगा. You cannot find overall average. CBD. Are you able to understand how we approach the question number 30? क्यों आंसर CBD है, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Why is the answer CBD? एक बंदे का सैलरी बहुत ज्यादा है, बहुत कम भी हो गया, तो एवरेज आप नहीं ले पाओगे, वेटेड एवरेज नहीं काम करेगा. फिर इंडिविजुअल का सैलरी आपको सबका निकालना पड़ेगा, विच इज नॉट गिवन. चलो मूविंग ऑन, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. यस नो. अभी देखो 11 बज गया है, बट कल का लेक्चर वाज कट शॉर्ट बाय 10-15 मिनट्स, तो आज एक्सटेंड कर लेते हैं. 10-5 मिनट से क्या ही फर्क पड़ेगा हमें. नहीं ऋतुराज, इस केस में नहीं निकाल पाओगे बेटा. व्हेन यू से देयर आर 10 पीपल, सुनना, देयर आर 10 पीपल, आप सबका 10% बढ़ा रहे हो, उस 10 में से एक बंदे का वैल्यू 10 लाख रुपए है, और इधर के 20 लोग में से भी एक पर्सन का सैलरी बहुत ज्यादा है, तो अब कॉमन एवरेज नहीं निकलेगा ना. these 10 people and these 20 people, you cannot have a common average. मैं आपको करके दिखाऊं ये सॉल्व. चलो लेट मी चलो इसी पे एक्सटेंड करते हैं. लेट अस बिल्ड अप ऑन दिस. मैं करता हूं, मैं दूसरा एग्जांपल लेता हूं. चलो लेट मी टेक अ डिफरेंट एग्जांपल फॉर यू. सुनो, do you remember I had told you when exam marks are same, maximum marks are same, the total percentage is the average percentage. ध्यान सुनना. Let us say किसी एक में 93% है, किसी में 92% है, किसी में 88% है, और किसी में 94% है. तो what are the average percentage, or what are the overall percentage marks? अब आप ये नहीं कर सकते that overall percentage is divided by 4. क्यों? What if this exam is of 100 marks, 100 marks, 200 marks and 100 marks? अगर एग्जाम्स के मार्क्स अलग अलग हो गए, तो your scores are 93, 92, 176 and 94 out of 500. अब जब into 100 करोगे तो नीचे 4 आएगा, 5 आएगा. Similarly, now imagine these are salaries and these are increments. These are increments. क्योंकि इसका सैलरी बाकियों के बराबर नहीं है, तो नीचे नंबर ऑफ पीपल जब आएगा तो आपका एवरेज मैच नहीं होगा. एग्जाम्पल लूं, चलो सुनो, मैं दूसरा एग्जाम्पल लेता हूं. लेट अस से देयर आर 20 पीपल, सबका सैलरी 100 है. देयर आर 10 पीपल, सबका सैलरी 1000 है. 1000. What is the increase here? What is the increase? 10%. So 20 into 110 is the total salary. Total salary. What is the increase here? 20%. So 10 into 1200 is the total salary. एक बार total निकाल दो आप. What was the earlier total? 200 plus 10,000. So 10,200. What is the total salary now? ये 12,000 है और ये 220 है. So 12,220. अभी आप देखो what is the growth here. Do you see the growth is 2020 upon 10200. इसको 100 लगा के देखो 13.33 आता है क्या? Let us check. Is that 13.33? मैं आपको बता रहा हूं ऐसा काम नहीं होगा, इसका एवरेज ऐसा नहीं निकलेगा. So 2020, let me clear this. 2020 divided by 10200 into 100. अभी देखो कैसा 18-19% ग्रोथ आ रहा है. अभी समझा? हाँ, ऐसा थॉट प्रोसेस डेवलप करना है. मैंने नंबर ले लिया सीधा 100 रुपए और 1000 रुपए टू शो यू कैसे ये बैलेंस होगा. Others, are you able to keep up with the discussion? ये बेनिफिट है लाइव लेक्चर का. This is the benefit where a person can think out of the box and create examples for you. समझा क्या? Other people, because Hitraj was the one discussing all of this in this particular question. बाकी लोग किधर हैं? श्रुतिका बेटा, have you logged in from two separate accounts? आपका नाम 2 बार दिख रहा है. This software will block you if you use 2 devices simultaneously. ये ब्लॉक कर देगा कुछ दिनों में आपको. चलो, moving on. So let us try this. Let us try this question. वैसे बड़ा easy question है, skip कर सकते हैं इसको. There are 3 natural numbers. The first number and second number is 50% more than the third number. The sum of first and third number is twice second. आसान सवाल है, इसको skip करते हैं. टाइम दे रहे हैं तो अच्छा सवाल बनाएंगे. Let us try this. Try this. Three to 4 steps. पढ़ो, आप लोग बनाओ. You have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. Give it a try. The production of wheat in the year 2001 was 1000 tons, which was 25% of total food grain production in that year. So wheat is 25% of total. In the next year, if production of wheat decreased by 4%, and production of the wheat as a percentage of total food grain increased by 5 percentage points. So you'll get to learn something new as percentage points. You get to learn percentage points here. What is the food grain production in 2002 in tons? 3-step problem, simple enough, not a very big deal. What are percentage points? Let us say right now you have 20% of something. You want 5 percentage points more, मतलब ऐड कर देना सीधा, percentage point more, percentage point less, सीधा plus minus कर, that is percentage points. So wheat was 1000 ton. What is 25%? 25% is 1 by 4. So wheat is 1, total food grain is 4. So wheat is 1000, total must be 4000. Next year, the wheat production decreased by 4%. What is 4% of this? What is 4%? What is 4% of this? 40. 40 ton कम हो गया. Next year, the wheat production is 960 tons. It was 25% here. It has increased 5 percentage points. 5 percentage points add kar do, it will become 30% here. So what is, or 960 is 30% of what? 960 is 30% of total production. कर दो कैंसिल, ये जीरो कट गया, ये 3 कट गया, 320, ये 10 क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई हो गया, सो 3200. टोटल प्रोडक्शन इज 3200 टन्स. बस यही क्वेश्चन पूछा हमसे, व्हाट इज द फूड ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर? 3200 tons. Easy question. 3-4 steps involved. Find out total production, find out new percentage, decrease 4% and equate. एक आधा क्वेश्चन और बनाते हैं. Let us try 1 or 2 more questions. I don't think there will be doubts in this, but an easy question है. Simple enough. Let us move on. Complete this. Complete this. A student secures 38% of total marks in exam and gets 18 marks more than the pass marks. A second student secures 27% of total marks in the same exam and fails by 37 marks. Find total pass marks, total marks and pass marks as a percentage of total marks. One very good thing is it is 38% of total marks. We will come back to this. बाद में आते हैं. And second person also has got 27% of total marks. क्योंकि I am talking about total marks का percentage. I can add and subtract. Total marks is common. I can add, subtract percentage. Language पे ध्यान देना आप. सुनो. जो student, the student who has got 38% of total marks, उसके 18 मार्क्स ज्यादा है, हैज गॉट 18 मार्क्स मोर देन पास. तो एक पास मार्क्स का एक लिमिट होगा. पास मार्क्स का एक लिमिट होगा. दिस स्टूडेंट इज 18 पॉइंट्स अहेड ऑफ दिस. ये उसका स्कोर है, पास मार्क से 18 आगे. Another student has 27% of total marks. 27% of total marks. The same student fails the exam by 37 marks. अब ये पास मार्क्स से पीछे है, ये पास मार्क्स से पीछे है 37 टोटल मार्क्स है. तो व्हाट इज द गैप बिटवीन स्कोर्स ऑफ दीज टू स्टूडेंट्स? ये पीछे 37, ये आगे 38. व्हाट इज द गैप फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर? द गैप फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर is 55 marks. What is the gap here between the two? The gap is 11%. 11% of total marks is 55 marks. So 1% must be 5 marks. खत्म आपका सवाल. So 100% of total marks would be 500 marks. 100% total marks is equal to 500 marks. So once I know total marks, I can find everything. अभी देखो 38%. 38% of 500. ये जिस बच्चे ने लाए उसके पास मार्क्स से 18 ज्यादा थे. When I cancel this, when I cancel this, when I multiply, that is 190 minus 18 is equal to 172 is equal to pass marks. टोटल मार्क्स हमारे पहले आ गए 500, पास मार्क्स हमारे आ गए 172. पास मार्क्स एज अ परसेंटेज ऑफ टोटल, इट्स 172 by 500 into 100. कर दो परसेंटेज कैंसिल, 0 0 कट गया. 5 से डिवाइड होगा 3 times 15. 22 डिवाइड होगा 4 times. Remaining is 2. 2 upon 5 is 0.4. So all three answers are ready for you. First answer is this one highlighted in white color. First answer 500. Second answer 720. And third answer is 34.4 percentages. Pass percentage, yes. Yes, thoda twist and turns we can do in the calculation. This is where we stop for today. You have sent something? हाँ परफेक्ट है ना, रेशो ले लिया आपने, परफेक्ट है, दिस फाइन. दोनों डिवाइड कर दिए, परफेक्ट है. बट कैलकुलेशन ज्यादा हो जाएगा ना इसमें. यू आर मल्टीप्लाइंग 27 and 38 with 37 and 18. कैलकुलेशन ज्यादा हो जाएगा. अप्रोच सही है, अप्रोच इज करेक्ट, परफेक्ट है, अप्रोच इज फाइन. चलो, दिस इज वेयर वी स्टॉप फॉर टुडे. अभी परसेंटेज खत्म कर लेते हैं इन 1 or 2 more lectures. Then we will have introduction to VARC. I'll teach you how to look at RC, what are the scores, how to maintain speed. Speed का वैसे बड़ा कोई issue है नहीं CAT में. And then we'll have one introductory session on LRDI, couple of sets. So the ratio will be 4 quant, 1 LRDI, 1 verbal. 4:1:1 ऐसा रोटेट होगा, बिकॉज क्वांट में बहुत सिलेबस है. See, we have solved 33 questions in 2 lectures. 15 16 questions we are solving every lecture along with theory भी है and we are covering multiple methods also. कई भी दो मेथड भी हैं, तीन तीन मेथड्स भी हैं. So speed is fine. I'm ending live from my side. Good night, guys. Closing.